Hello and welcome to Diablo 4, at least the early access version of it. I'm Kielan, and yeah, we're going to take a full first impressions look at the game and see how it is. So it is very early in stages, so you know, you may be thinking I'm inclined to go easy on the game, but because it's a AAA game, I tend to go a little bit harder on them and not let them get away with too much. So we'll see how it is, shall we? This is the character I picked. We're going to go for a sorcerer build, and yeah, we'll just see how good it is in the current state. And without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so we skipped the cutscene because we don't need the cutscene. I'm sure most of you will be checking out the cutscenes and you're just here for my opinion on the game and my insights as someone who's played Diablo games since you know, the original Diablo. I remember as a young teenager playing Diablo way back in the day, and I've played every Diablo game since, and naturally I'm going to cover this one as well. So right off the bat I can see the graphics are pretty decent. Oh, hello. Okay, let's see what attacks we have. So we're doing melee, which is interesting. Can we okay, we can use our skill. We don't seem to have any spells yet, unless I'm much mistaken. Well, we can do a bit of ranged, it seems. Okay, we got a spell. Alright, it's got a decent range, so we got like a basic spell. I'm trying to... I shouldn't be killing Bambi. Yeah, very cool snow effects. I'm playing this on highest graphics possible. I haven't noticed any stuttering so far, so that's a good sign. I'm hoping it's well optimized. Even though it's early access, apparently there's been queuing issues. I haven't experienced that myself, but apparently there was. So sorry if you guys, any of you guys got the queuing issues. I certainly haven't, so
Road
can't
blocked.
really...
Should clear up when the storm has passed.
Storm has passed, yes. But yeah, I can't really complain about that, but that certainly sucks for some people. You can hold down to cast, that's always nice, so you don't have to click a lot. Yeah, it feels very fluid. Some people have been saying it doesn't look as good as Diablo 3. Graphics wise, I could say it's just the lighting. The lighting in this one appears to be, you know, because it's dark and everything is just a certain way, but it looks good. You can zoom in and get a closer look at your character. You can see some of the detail in your character. Oh, you can actually like leap over them with that ability. That's cool. Yeah, I really like the snow effects. Good weather system effects. Yeah, can't really fault them really. It's a snowy landscape. It's kind of dark. It's gritty. They're trying not to make it too colorful. You know, we appreciate that. It could also be because I think Diablo 3 was criticized for being too colorful, too vibrant, too cartoony. So perhaps they've taken that and they've run with it basically. Like, let's make it grittier, let's make it more realistic. Let's make it more, you know, more dark fantasy, which is what Diablo's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be cartoony, like, you know, World of Warcraft, for example. And of course, I'm not going to go easy on Blizzard. You know, I'm kind of going easy on them, actually. I can't find much to fault them on so far. I would say this beginning spell is a bit underwhelming, but perhaps that's part of the realism. You know, when you're just starting out as a sorcerer, you don't have very much to work with. Thanks for that. Where's the variety of enemies?
Another abandoned town.
Oh, I had a little,
Fangs in the dark.
Fangs in the dark, yes.
He bit me.
He bit me, ah.
Careful! He's a wild one.
Oh, we found people. But, yeah. Ooh, yeah, look, if we look at the background there, look at the texture on that. That's on highest settings. What the heck? What's with the textures? So it may just be that they're not finished yet. Yeah. Some of the textures look like they're not finished yet. That's all. So I can't fault them. It's in an unfinished state. So hopefully they'll polish that a bit. I do like the animations on the chains. That's pretty cool. Let's see what these people need. What's going on here?
What's it to you?
Was it to me?
I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time.
Oh, have I? I'm very sorry.
This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins. Kill us all. Kill us all.
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain.
You know.
The north. That poor monk back there must have gone inside.
There's no pause,
Even a
by the
holy
way.
man like him
No
was
pause at
driven
all.
mad by whatever he saw.
You can't pause the game. Yeah, no pause. Can't pause. Yep, loses points for that. Come on, guys. Always have a pause. Unless we were, like, in a live game with other people. Give us a pause. But you can't pause, it just continues. So you better be somewhere safe when you need to check settings or, you know, anything really. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan because there's so many interruptions today, like real life butts in, you get a phone call, anything could happen, and you can't pause the game, you'll die. That sucks. Yeah, I hope they fix that. I really hope they fix that for the release. Because that sucks. You know, it sucks up there with checkpoints. Checkpoints suck too. You should be able to save whenever you like, because real life unfortunately interrupts your gaming. That's just a fact of life. And game developers need to respect that. And the fact that some still don't is amazing. It's like, what are we back in the noughties and back in the 90s? All right, so we found some vendors. It seems we can buy a tunic. That's 5 armor. You're implying I shove him in the fire?
A warm hearth. There are still things to be grateful for in this world.
It isn't safe here.
Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
There is evil lurking in those ruins. I will drag it into the light of day.
Truly? Oh, thank you.
Into the ice howl ruins. Extra parts for any loot. Doesn't seem to be any. It's cool. This is our first dungeon. Let's see how it is. But yeah, with the enemy types, I'm just searching for things to notice. Okay, so now you can see we're indoors. Things get a lot better. I notice. Like, you can see more reflections. You can see the lighting is more atmospheric. Yeah, it just feels like the outdoor effects make for a more grey, kind of lackluster appearance. Maybe that's why some people were saying it looked worse than Diablo 3. But I prefer it to look more dark and dingy. That's how Diablo is supposed to be. Diablo is not a nice game. You know? It never was intended to be nice. Yeah, nice and colourful and cartoony. No. That was never how Diablo was supposed to be. And Diablo 3 did it a little bit too much. Made it too colourful, too cartoony in my opinion. But not too much. I quite enjoyed it anyway. Nice dusty door. I like to see that. Nice fog effects there. Nice mist going on. We've got some viscera on the floor. That's very important. There's a few aspects that were missing in Diablo 3 as well, which was like the viscera wasn't very graphic. And this is a welcome return of the gore and the grit. I wonder if they're going to return with the other aspects as well, which are equally important, which is the kind of part of the dark fantasy genre that they kind of departed with in a way. Diablo 3 in my opinion. Because Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, they really didn't change very much, but Diablo 3 was a huge change. They just scaled back a lot of the grit and the gore and, you know, the dark fantasy stuff. You know, you gotta remember it's fantasy for a certain audience, and if you change it too much, you're not gonna like it. Yeah. I know this is all dudes, so that's interesting. Hopefully that's not always gonna be the case. There should be like a variety of... I suppose this is like a human settlement, so it's got human skellies. I do hope I get some more spells soon, because one spell gets old, you know. What's this? Oh, wait. Speaking of which, I forgot. Totally missed the attribute point. Speak of the devil, and it shall appear. What should we go for? So we got Spark, we got Frostbolt, we got Firebolt, we got Arc Lash. Let's have a look at the tree, shall we? So we got Fire, Ice, we got the elements, we got Chain Lightning, Flame Shield. Okay, yeah. That's pretty decent. They've gone with the, got Mana Shield. Cool. I gotta check out the trees while we're here. Oh, Deep Freeze. Ooh, what do I want to do? I quite like Lightning build, but it might be a bit crap. We don't know. I'm gonna go Lightning for now. Okay, so we need a couple of points in that to get down here. Spend a number of... yeah, one more skill point, we unlock this branch. That's cool. Okay, we're going Lightning, guys. Yeah. It's either Lightning or Fire, usually for me. I don't really go Ice build, usually. Oh yeah, it's much faster. See, the moment I mention something, it turns up in the game. Isn't it uncanny? I should mention more things, like, I would like to see more edgy Guts and Gore, please. And, yeah, just more dark fantasy stuff. We have some more of that. Okay. I'm not sure if it's affecting the other enemies, like it's going through them and affecting others. Does it say it does? No, it doesn't say it passes through enemies, so maybe it's not doing that. Okay, that's a big area there. Let's check it out. And we got Explodey Barrel. Always nice to see. Ooh. That's a lot of demons right there. That's a lot of demons. It wants us to use these. It's hard to get them in the kill zone. We kill our archer. There we go. Erratic pattern. I think I'll get Chain Lightning. See, we'll see how that is. Yeah, automatically equips it for us. Right. Ooh, that uses a lot of mana.
I'm out of mana.
At least you got infinite infinite sparks, which is cool. Ooh, a staff. So with the staff, it's a two-hander, so you gotta say, like, is it enough damage? Or... yeah, I would say it's pretty good damage. I quite like staves. 75 armor. What's not to like? Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, very cool. Staves look cool. Bit of gold. Very nice. It's quite a big dungeon for the first dungeon. Quite a decent size, I would say. Not bad. Alright. We reach the crossroads here. Okay, we're back to where we were gonna go. I always do this. I like to explore the full dungeon. That's just me. Hell touch corridors. Okay. I'm gonna see some more enemy types, maybe. Some. Ooh, what are those? Man. Whatever they are, they die quick. That's nice. So they're weak, but there's many of them. I think those are supposed to be the little ones that suck your blood, maybe. Hey, we got little fallens. That's right. I call them imps, but they're fallen. Fallen is the right name. Yeah, it's good to see the old enemy types. But I think we're getting there. We discover, ooh, a decapitated priest and some devilish inscriptions. Oh, hello. Exfil the Scarred Barrow. Oh. Oof. Good, he's summoning stuff. Oh, hello. Sending minions at us. Does he heal from that? At least we get more health potions, that's nice. Ooh. That was bad. This is how we do it. Potions. Nothing too bad so far. Pretty good first boss. I should probably dodge more. Oh, interesting. You wouldn't go that way. Let's finish him. Simple dagger, sturdy staff, and some pants. Check out our haul. I gotta say the loot, the newbie loot at least, looks very simple, but maybe that's just because it's newbie loot, quite frankly. It's definitely like furry stuff, you know, kind of like furs and leathers, you know, what you might expect for newbie loot. You know, you're new, so you get like, you know, scrub gear. To be expected. I think that's why it's like that. It's like you're very fresh, so you get newbie loot that doesn't look that great. Alright, so that was our first boss. It was alright. It was pretty simple. Probably a nice boss to ease people into the game. Very simple mechanics. So we got two things here. We got return to. And we got a couple of things here. I'm not sure. Let's see. Alright, this is indicating that we're here. Okay, so we got some quest indicators here. Return to Neveresk. Okay. Ah, we need to interact with the stairs. That makes sense. That brings us out of the dungeon. Very nice. Our first dungeon done. Hey, there's more gold out here than there was in the dungeon. What's that about? Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it off here. Yeah, so you've had my thoughts on the game. We're back outside, and it's quite grey. It's quite, you know, kind of dark, and therefore it doesn't look as colourful. I think that's probably why some people's impressions were that it wasn't as good graphically as Diablo 3. But I kind of respect it, you know, if it's dark, if it's snowy, it's gonna look pretty drab. This honestly looks more like dust though, to be honest. This looks a lot like dust rather than snow, to be honest with you, but it could just be with the dark, dismal lighting, it just looks that way. But in the dungeon it definitely looked more vibrant, more interesting lighting effects, and reflections and that sort of thing. Yeah, so far so good. Looks pretty good, guys. I am enjoying the class. I am enjoying that the interface seems to be more traditional with the Diablo franchise. Everything just feels like a callback, like they're trying to get back to the roots. And yeah, I welcome that. I think that's a very good idea, because Diablo 3 went away from that towards, you know, trying to make it more of a Blizzard game, you know, kind of more of, what's the word? A mainstream Blizzard game, but it's, you know, Diablo's always been great for being a dark fantasy game. A very dark, kind of hopeless game, you know, where there's not much hope, and it's kind of grim dark, and that's the theme of the game, you know. So I applaud any efforts to kind of go back in that direction, because that's the kind of game it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a kind of more flashy, colorful, you know, kind of arcade kind of style game. It's not really that kind of game, so it's really nice to see them trying to bring it back to the roots of Diablo. So yeah, I thoroughly like that they've decided to go that way, and hopefully that will continue as I play on the game. So yeah, I'm going to play the game a bit further, and yeah, if I think of anything more, guys, I'll probably make a video about it, so please subscribe if you'd like to see more. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Till next time.